How was your weekend? Good? Great! Let's chat a little, shall we? In case you didn't hear, not this last Friday, but the Friday before was our second baseball game of the season, and we played against Basic High. And we won! Good job, students! Which brings me to our third game that was Friday, where we played against Shady Hills. I need to work on that some more. And we won! Good job, students! This Friday, however, is our fourth game, and we're playing against LXA. Starts at 3 p.m. at our field. So let's get out there and cheer for our players into its fourth win. Okay? Okay. Now, the swimming competition started its first round on Saturday. And the results? We got first place. Congrats to you, students. Second round is this Saturday at our pool. Starts at noon. But you know you have to be here no later than 30 minutes prior to the start. Your coach asked me to remind you this week after some of you were almost not competing. So make sure to be on time. And hope to see you there. And that's it for the sports. Real quick, before my dad and uncle pop in, I wanted to say thank you, seniors. I got everyone's packets and payments in. I've already started putting the orders in and sending them out. We should have everything and schedules for photo shoots by the end of April. And there they are now. Hi, Dad. Hi, Uncle.
Good morning. Good morning, my little fire bee. How are you doing today, my wonderful hellish princess?
I'm fine, Dad. Why the extraness this morning?
Am I not allowed to be extra, Lexi?
That depends. Did any of your children tell you that they don't need you recently?
What, me no, of course not. It was Mary. She told me she doesn't need me anymore.
Dad, she's 8. I doubt that she said those exact words.
But it was. She shooed me away and told me she doesn't need me anymore. You're being dramatic. She's an 8-year-old. What 8-year-old still doesn't need help?
You, I assumed, Kurt. Also, that isn't what she said exactly, Luce. She told you last night that she wanted to get dressed on her own this week of school.
Same difference.
Dad, you do know that you still have Joseph that would need you, right? He's 4. He's still going to need you. And then this next baby that your wife is having.
She's pregnant again? What can I say? She loves my red mile.
Oh, God.
Oh, shut it, brother. Nobody needs to hear that this early in the morning.
I agree. Let's sit down and play. Oh, by the way, Dad, Kat and Kurt, there's a convention next month that me and Consumi are going to. You want to come and cosplay with us?
Oh, of course. What are you cosplaying this year?
The main couple from that hellish show with the hotel.
Why does that not surprise me that you'd be cosplaying a princess?
It's not a Disney princess, that's for sure. Whose turn is it?
Your turn. So who are you wanting us to cosplay?
King of Hell for you, Dad, of course. Kat as the delightful cannibal overlord herself, and Kurt, Adam. Rolls 5, draw a card.
And why am I the asshole?
'Cause Radio Demon doesn't fit you. Neither does Bartender and Sexy Legs.
I could work out as that angel. Why Adam?
Because you were that asshole once upon a time? You can pull it off better than anyone. read the card now?
Of course, Fire Muffin. Go for it.
You and your partner went over to the lockers that are locked with bloodstains on them. You opened the first two with nothing inside, a third with only music sheets inside, and a fourth with a violin case. Do you move on to the fifth locker, or do you open the violin case to see if there's anything useful inside? I don't know. Kat, you used to play the violin. Was there anything you would keep in its case other than your violin and bow? Yeah, rosin, cleaning cloth, flashlight, maybe. Sometimes we'd have blackouts, so having a flashlight was convenient till they could get the backup generators going. Then I will indeed look. You take the violin case out as something jumps out at you. It was a cat. Fucking jump scares! How is that possible? You look in the locker to see how it was possible for the cat to get in. There's a hole on the other side of the lockers that's big enough for the cat.
Bravo, game. That kind of scares rarely get explained.
Right? You open the case to see a flashlight on top of the broken violin. You now have a flashlight. Cool. My turn is done. Your turn, Kurt. Also, you think Uncle B would come? He could go as a radio demon. Wouldn't be too far off from what he wears.
I highly doubt that, Lexus. He has to walk everywhere with a cane, and at a convention like this, it would be too much for him to walk.
And crowded. I don't think he would do well with a crowded building like this. You know as well as I do that if you're not used to this sort of thing, it can be overwhelming and anxiety-inducing. I was lucky to have him come with me, Amy, and family once.
The fact that you got him to go at all is nothing short of a miracle. Rolling. That's a 10. Draw a card.
I don't remember this. How long ago was that? 5 or 6 years ago, I think. It was back when Amy and Lily dressed up as those characters from Kill la Kill. You have no idea how displeased your uncle was to see our daughter in such revealing clothing, despite that she had a fur-toned body shaper underneath it, so she wasn't actually showing off anything in that cosplay.
Did he know?
I don't remember. I may have or not. Oh well, too late now.
So, what? Did you plan that to happen? Just so he would come?
No, it just happened that way. Like I would ever try to do something like that to him.
We know you wouldn't have planned that sort of thing, Kat. You just got lucky, is all.
I also told him that if he wanted to go home early, that was fine with me. I would go home with him, and if Amy wanted to, she could stay with Lily and her parents. So there was no real pressure for him to go or to stay if he wasn't comfortable with it. Now read your card already, Kurt, before I'm accused of treachery.
With how long you've been friends with Luce, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, after a while of no longer hearing the noise, you and your partner finally come out of the room. But you can tell from how much worse the library looked, it tells you that staying hidden was the best decision, as there seemed to have been something in there looking for something. So now what do? Do you step outside, even though whatever was in the library could be outside waiting, or do you search the library some more? Well, knowing you, Kat, we keep searching the library.
Got that right.
Right, we search the library more. You decide to keep searching and noticed a book on the shelf sticking out further than the rest. You pull on it and see that the section the bookcase was on clicked and opened. You and your partner found a secret stairwell that looked like it had dried bloodstains. Do you and your partner split off and one of you goes down while the other stays up to keep searching, or do you go down together? Okay, by this point, I think we need to split up. Get more of this game done.
Seriously? This is the exact point where it's a bad idea to split off.
I know, but it's already the end of March, and we need to finish this game by June, or we'll never finish it.
It's all right. We'll do it this way. But who's going down?
Oh, rock, paper, scissors it! Right, let's go, Kat.
One,
One, two,
two,
three,
three,
shoot!
Looks like I get to go. But Kurt, if I die in the game and I end up dying in real life, I'm coming back to haunt your ass.
Understood. We split up. I search the library, and my partner searches the stairwell. And my turn, and your turn, Kat.
Oh goody, send me to an early death.
You don't know that. You could be sending Kat to his instead. And somehow you suggesting that doesn't surprise me at all, brother. Aw, I love you too, brother.
Rolling dice now. 2, draw a card. Luckily, you have your phone at 60% at least, as you use the flashlight mode on it and... Wait, how come Lexus had to find a flashlight but I have a working cell phone on me? 'Cause the cell phone will die faster than a flashlight, and your cell is already at 60%. Enough power to get you down there, and maybe a little down the hall, but not enough to get you completely back up to the library, like any horror movie. Goody. You start heading down the stairs with the light on when the opening to the hall suddenly closes. Did it close on its own, or perhaps your partner closed it on you? We'll never know. Seriously?
In my defense, I would not do that to you in real life. Because brother would be pissed off at you. Not just that.
Anyway, continuing. You continue down the stairs to see more dried blood on the walls and stairs, and the footprints that were going up. You make it down to see an underground pool that surprisingly still has water in it. Since you're stuck there, you might as well explore. Do you go explore the locker rooms or the teacher's office? I'll go explore the teacher's office. Maybe there's an old bottle of booze in the desk I could have. And that's the end of my turn. Luce, your turn.
Sweet. Rolling the dice. That's 12 steps. Oh, I feel like I'm getting closer to the end here.
Don't say it like that, Dad.
Sorry. Drawing a card. You search the fifth locker, and you jump back to see a severed claw fall out of it. But when you look inside, you see a weapon. Draw a weapon card. If you already have a weapon, then make the choice of which weapon you keep and the other you give to your partner. That's convenient. Drawing a lighter and hairspray. Here you go, Lexus.
Cool! An improv flamethrower.
Let's continue. Now you and your partner are ready to go to the teacher's office. You open the door, nothing visible you might need to fight, but you both feel a burst of the evil spirit's energy pass through you both. Roll the die to see who gets it worse. Odds you, evens your partner. Alright then, odds. So I get it worse. Lovely. You get the biggest share of it to where it makes you fall back and almost pass out. You have to sit it out for a bit. Go back 3 spaces and skip your turn. Great, so much for me getting closer. My turn is over, and I do believe we are done for the day.
That went so much longer than it normally has.
Because we were talking during the game.
Either way, we have 3 more playthroughs before the school year is over. Maybe we can do less talking these next 2 playthroughs.
True. Listen, Kat and I will clean up. You go on to finish your announcements. See you later, brother. Same to you, bother.
Thanks. So now let's move on to the lost and found. Nothing! Good job, students. Now for today's lunch specials. Ooh, food trucks today. We got the following food trucks: vegan, wraps, teriyaki bowls, and hamburgers. But we still have the basics. So let's end today's announcements with a fun fact. of this universe. Did you know that anime, comic, and business conventions are not the only kind of conventions we hold here in this city? That's right, there's a witch convention that happens here too, along with a supernatural convention. Not the show, mind you. And no, the Witches Convention is not like what you have seen in both versions of the movie, The Witches. Just not like that. My name is Alexis Amelia Davolo, and have a great week. Hey you guys, KattMcAdam here. Hope you enjoyed today's announcements. If you want to help me out, I have a Ko-fi, taking tips as well as selling my art, stickers, resin charms, pins, and crocheted hair scrunchies. I also have a Patreon. For $1, I'll give you a shout out. Speaking of, thank you to my Patreons, Mimi Art and John. I'm also on TikTok, for however long that may last. One for my art and webcomic, one for cosplay, and one for writing. Otherwise, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more, I have food drink try videos as well as this podcast. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know when these come out, hit that bell and make it ring. Till next time, you guys. Catch you later, students.